Hey guys, Admiral here, back with another DC live read and reaction. Right now, I'm about to read Nightwing Rebirth issue number 1. Nightwing was my favorite DC hero. Prior to actually reading DC Comics, I liked seeing him in Young Justice. I like seeing him in the different animated shorts, and this is my first time actually being able to read about him. I got to see a little bit of him in the Batgirl New 52. I saw a little bit of him. He's in here somewhere, over here battling Batgirl and whatnot. So over here getting his ass wrecked by Batgirl. So I'm very interested to actually read his own comic and see more about his story. I read a little bit of Agent Grayson in the past, and it was good. It was good. It was all good. Agent Grayson was a little dark for me, so interested to see how this is gonna compare to some of the other um, Nightwing titles, Nightwing presentations I've seen. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this one. Let's see what we start at. All right. So it looks like we get him as Agent Grayson, Gotham City, Nightwing. Do you even know that name? Where that name came from? Most people think it's a Batman thing. You know, former Robin emulating his former mentor because bats go out at night. They've got wings. It makes sense. But actually, it comes from Superman. See, Big Blue told me about these legendary heroes from the home planet, Nightwing and Flamebird. The Nightwing was the great rebuilder, the catalyst of change, eternally reborn to start anew. I lost that name when I underwent my spy organization, Spiral. I can't take it back, not yet. I have to do something first. And just so you know, that something isn't stopping a madman from using a crane to break into a Federal Reserve, I'm on the way to meet someone. Because I have lost Nightwing, but I never lost Dick. I know you've been out of the country, but being number 14 in top scores requires only your initials. Hey, I'm not suffering from the culture shock, Damien. Current Robin, son of Batman, slayer of snarky stuff like the madman must have damaged your brain with your colorful fist in. Nah, it just feels great to have a secret identity that actually a secret again. I'm Dick Grayson. It feels so good just to say it out loud. When I was with the circus, my parents would take me here just about every time we came through Gotham. Sometimes it was because I'd caught the trapeze bar with my face, and they wanted to make me feel better. Yes, you risked father's wrath by bringing me here. Something out of your mind, Richard? You've always been one of those talk about your feelings type. Are you having difficulties with a female as usual? Perhaps the Helena Bertinelli, women from Spiral? Face my wrath, Gorgonzilla troll. My relationship with Helena was a lie, wrapped in a secret. It was like a Chinese finger finger trap made out of IKEA instructions. I don't know if it's quarters as one of my usual female difficulties. Something Sometimes I was a bribe to get me to do something I didn't want to do. Hey, this is your favorite game, right? But mostly it was a reward for practicing hard, for being slightly less of a pain in the ass than usual. Didn't come here much after Bruce took me. My father is not big on rewards or playing video games. Hmm. Do you think she'll keep in touch? I don't know. Everything changed after Dr. Dreadalus messed around with our heads. Helena's reason for being part of Spiral and being a teacher at St. Hadrian's, the person she'd been for the past few years, I think she has a lot on her mind. St. Hadrian's School for Girls, secret base of Spiral, former employer of Dick Grayson, Agent 37, 3 days ago. Something wrong, ladies? Metron Bertinelli's late for fitness period. Just making sure she wasn't killed by an assassin or whatnot. We can we can hear her in there. Janie, Bruce, Paris, head back to class and get ready. I'll send her your way. Thank you, sir. By the way, we're sad to see you go. We'll miss your tumbling instructions. We'll miss Jim and June. More like. Helena, are you okay? The girls are waiting for you, and even if you're not in the mood to face them, I'd like to see you before I go. Give the girls my sincerest. Oh my God, is she Huntress? Hold on. Okay. Give the girls my sincerest apologies, former Agent 37. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, and I'm just not in the mood. Oh my gosh, she is Huntress. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense where Birds of Prey is coming from. To show my face. When Helena first recruited me into Spiral, I thought she was cold, cruel, and distant. I thought she was the enemy. Funny how things change, how people grow on you, how people you can't stand. See Huntress in the act, read Batgirl and Birds of Prey Rebirth #1. Oh my god, that comes out next week. So she became Batgirl, and I actually remember her. I didn't finish Agent Grayson. Now I'm kind of wishing that I had. Um, but that's so awesome. It's so awesome to see her turn into the Huntress, and it's fucking hype. Okay, become your closest friend. Okay, downtown Gotham now. Well, as much as I enjoy having you around to witness you around Okay, as much as I enjoy having you around to witness my pillage and Cheddar Landing, I'll admit that I argued against bringing you here in the cold. When I took on the mantle of Batman, Damian was my Robin. He was arrogant and difficult on his best days. I loved him like a brother. I still do. Damon. It's just eye strain, Grayson. Stop worrying. I'm a focused screamer. Now, as I was saying, I'm not convinced Spiral isn't still hanging out in the true identities of the world's superhero population for nefarious reasons. I made sure, Batman sure, all those files went up when Helena and I beat Daedalus. Spiral is on the side of the angels now. Weird, manipulative, mind deluding angels. My old partner, Agent One, aka Tiger King of Kandahar, and I had our difficulties. Well, basically, we had basically all we had were difficulties. But I'll sleep. All right, knowing he's running the show. And now, if Spiral wants to find out who's behind the superhero's mask, they'll have to do what they did for me: read their name off their resume. Hive experimental weapons platform off the coast of Florida 2 days ago. Secure this platform, you idiots. You rookies, almost as useless as Agent 37. Oh, thanks, Tiger. Although I allowed you along the mission, Grayson, need I remind you that you are no longer an active agent? And it breaks your heart before I go. The device that I asked you about? Yes, despite owing you nothing, I did commission Keshi to look into it. Very sorry, Agent 37. My engineering specialties lie with synthetics. I was unable to comply with your request. Thanks anyways. Well, I've got a flight to catch. I'll miss you guys, especially you, Tony. I told you not to call me that. You have to notice I spent a lot of time with my feet off the ground. Bring Up in the Air is my first home. My second is Wayne Manor. Now, this is where Bruce Wayne bought me after my parents died. The circus people. A house like this is just a collection of varnished wood, bricks, and brass knobs, too heavy to take with you. But to me, it's a foundation, not a weight. It's a place where you found out who I truly was. I always forget how good it is to see this old place. Perhaps someday you can invite some of your new friends from the spy days over for tea. What about the tall man in black? Will you be maintaining your friendship with him? Perhaps as flirtatious yet arrogant pen pals? Damien is such a dick. Midnighter, perhaps to call us arch frenemies or nemesisters, but I think that one needs some work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll see him around. Okay. We ran in similar circles. Swiss Alps yesterday. Wow, this guy gets long. He gets around, bro. He busy. It says, another renegade genetics experiments foiled Midnighter, and he's a big one. The gardener should be happy, right? Project Killicorn. Yikes. They aren't even trying anymore. That reminds me, I was supposed to bring you something. Come on. I'll get it for you. I'll never get used to this. Welcome back to God Garden. Bye bye breakfast. I tell you, Killicorn, this kid can jump off the Willis Tower and worry about a net later. But one trip through the door and you'll be about to yell on the floor. The gardener was real pleased with you. Thanks for your info. We've managed to rescue a whole bunch of new biotech experiments. It was Kismet. The Justice League flight The Justice League fights a fair amount of mad scientists trying to build a better monster. They were more than happy to find a place for these things to go. Gardner says, this will help the kid. So it's back to Gotham for you, huh? Yeah, it's the last stop before the next globe trotting tour. Tell her thanks, Nighter. I will. And hey, Grayson, it's been fun being your nemesis. Now go back to being a superhero. Too nice for spy work. Bye, bro. He's right. Lying, manipulating, and duplicating aren't really my thing. Wow, so he's really leaving all this spy stuff behind, and he's going back to being Nightwing. Um, well, except when they are the Batcave. Now, come on, Damien, sit still for me. I took you out for Chinese Viking or for cheese Viking. I knew this whole day was a dirty trick to pacify me that you learned from your parents, Grayson. I can't believe you didn't tell me that Parliament of Owls implanted a bomb in my skull when they took over Gotham. I know you. You would have been able to stop picking. You can barely keep your fingers out of your nose as it is. And now, please, man, just sit still and trust me. Ow. I've got it. I demand action figures and ice cream for the effrontery. Damien. Oh, there's Bruce being a fucking stick in the mud. What is going on? Batman. The Gartner's device worked better than anything Cyborg could have made, even. You got the explosive out? What? You knew too? Outrage. This little container here is made with Damien's own DNA. So as far as the Parliament is concerned, the bombs are still here, are still where they put them. Bruce, this Parliament tried to get me to join them by going through Damien, by threatening his life. I'm sorry. I finally got you back, Dick. If you think for a second I'm angry at you for this, even a little, then you're wrong. You've been wrong too long. The blame for this being with the Parliament of Owls, and it ends with one man. Lincoln March, China, Crete, Greece, today. Welcome to the labyrinth. Greek legend holds the first labyrinth was built upon the very island of King Minos to contain the misbegotten child called Minotaur. Today is the day of the forgotten child. Today is the day of the Parliament of Owls. The whole court of owls hides in Gotham. We will create a walled homeland here for the elite, a capital of new Pluto plutocracy, where the arms of the desperate and pathetic cannot reach us. For any who stand against us will find themselves the targets of a new generation of soldiers, led and trained by the Nightwing of Gotham, who has pledged himself to us. We are our own. But if we are able but if we are to be a new face of global elitism, then let us cast aside the white mask of our predecessors from Gotham. We will be invisible, hidden in the shadows. Okay, so the Court of Owls just threw out their white mask and put on black ones. While I've been denied so many things, denied being so many things, son, brother, Batman, Talon, I found my place. Huh. Sorry, Ling. You throw a decent shindig, but this party isn't for you. The Parliament and I agree. You're so hung on what you think you deserve that you keep getting in your own and everybody else's way. And what we need is a nice clean path to Nightwing. Staying the path. That's what this has always been about. Wow, so they just killed the guy. Oh, fuck. I want to know who that was. Maybe they'll show me. Nope. Balancing on a thin strip of light surrounded by darkness. For a second, I get to let my guard down, breathe easy, before I step out again. The Batcave. I've seen Damien on a mission to the arcade. I wanted to talk with you alone, Dick. I need to know. Are you sure this is what you want to do? You just came from one mission. You've just gotten your life back, your secret identity. You've barely had a chance to be Dick Grayson. I've been so many things, Bruce. Flying Grayson, Robin, Nightwing, Batman, Agent 37. All of them had one thing in common. They were all Dick Grayson. Helping my friends, helping anyone who needs me. Beating the bad guys. That's who I am. Who you helped me into. Who you helped turn me into. I let the Parliament believe I was willing to betray Dick Grayson. But now Damien is safe and the Parliament is still out there in the world thinking they own me. Bruce, I love Gotham, but I'm not like you. I don't need to be here. I can take the valuable things with me. I'm from the circus. I travel, I move, and then I take stage. I can go wherever the parliament and I can infiltrate them. And then I can take them apart from the inside out. I could do it as Robin or Batman or Agent 37, but Owls didn't try to take those names and make them their own. I'm going to help my friends. I'm going to help everyone who needs me. I'm going to beat the bad guys. I'm going to do it as Nightwing, the great rebuilder, the catalyst of change, eternally reborn to start anew. That was fucking hype. This was hype. This right here was probably one of the best comics for the day. Um, shit. Mm. I'm gonna say how Jordan was still a little bit better. Is how Jordan was number one. It's for the simple fact that I am a nut for the Green Lanterns, but right underneath it is Nightwing. Great start, beautiful start. We got to see Huntress. I was wondering where Huntress was gonna come from, and now I know she was one, of course, one of Nightwing's fucking ex lovers. Um, God, who hasn't? This guy gets with everybody. He gets with everybody. He's just a fucking womanizer. Um, but I would like to say, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for being a part of this stream. I apologize for my dog Agian. And now, what am I going to read? Oh, what am I going to read? Oh, Lord. Flash. Here we go. Now I'm going to go on and I'm going to read the last comic that I have today, The Flash Rebirth, number 2. So, go and check out the next live stream. I'm going right into it right after this one. Thank you guys for watching Nightwing. Comment below, let me know what you think, of course, and I will catch you all in the next live stream.